Cavalier was done out like a cave. I loved it. It was like, I don't know, an Indian restaurant on steroids. Flock chairs, cave interior, dark, groovy lights. And when I moved into my house in Geariel Road, Town Hill, I actually got my brother-in-law. I said, oh, will you do my fireplace like the Cavalier? And he was a good plasterer, and he actually did it like the cave interior with big rocks coming out of it. Yeah, that was weird.
My one abiding memory of it, it was like a nightclub in that David Lynch film, I think the prequel to Twin Peaks, I think. That's what it was kind of like. Better music.
I remember going there, I was about 16 to be honest, I think. That was the first time we went there. They let you in, see. Easy to get in. And I was quite tall as well. And all the people were like mad as fuck. You know, you're crazy. You go ahead, do anything. Good times. Shame that they closed it down. Because it was a good meeting place. And one of the few in Swansea really at the time.
It was basically an over 25s nightclub, shirts and ties. We were alternative people, nothing really of interest to us. But this was Thatcher's Britain. I had a social circle of about 100 people because I knew lots of bands, and honestly, not one person I knew had a job. So everyone was on the dole, and everyone got their dole on a Thursday. The Cavalier were quite smart to work out that Wednesday and Thursday are not busy nights in the city centre, so they decided to put on alternative night, which was basically for the freaks to come to. So a Thursday night in the Cavalier, 83, 84, 85, would be like a Saturday night in any other club. It was rammed.
There were a lot of punks, goths type thing, people went there, you know. So it was the days of eyeliner and stuff like that, I mean. I used to put eyeliner on. Great.
Everyone had their gyros, so everyone was flush, and the local bands would play. I played there in the Midnight Fish. We used to play a lot with the Curtain. There was the Vagrant Vinegar Heads, a collection of people who all knew each other.
Must be not far off 40 years ago, like Dodgy Jammers and Cosmic Zaps and Dodgy Jammers. Yeah, it was. I can't remember much about it, to be honest. Like, you know, it was a long time ago. No, I can't remember nothing about it, to be honest.
And I think the other important thing was that this was the bridge between punk rock and what came next. So the Swansea punk scene was really from 1978 through to 1980, and a lot of the older punks then left, went on to other things, and there was a bit of a lull, nothing really happening. The punk thing was over, everyone's looking for the next thing. Then a lot of the punks discovered music previous than punk rock, like the Beatles, the Hendrix, the Floyds, psychedelia, and suddenly there was that meeting of minds. The punks' hair started getting longer, they were a bit more paisley, the hippies were getting a bit more drainpipe trousers and listening to the punks, and it was this lovely evolution of the next phase of Swansea music, which was like, I don't know, psychedelic, or bands quite willing to play 15-minute jams, whereas in the punk days you did 2 minutes and that was it, 5 minutes you're a hippie.
It was like a set in the scene, in a sense, for what's to come in Swansea, and well, for us it was anyway, because it was our springboard to doing what we loved and what we wanted to do. It was a iconic place, very iconic. Probably started a lot of people off.
In the Cavalier, loose 2 people from that band, 2 people from that band, decide, should we do a jam after your set? Yeah. And so my memories are fantastic of the music. There are other aspects to the club as well, not so nice, like some of the door staff were a bit anti-alternative night, and there was a few issues there. And obviously late night drinkers looking for somewhere to come, and invariably as we used to have in the punk days, pick on some youngsters who look a bit different. But on the whole, I'd say my recollections of the Cavalier are happy ones, and it was a really good breeding ground for some great music.
I was amazed when because I was on telly.
Yeah.
A couple of days before I was on telly, right? I was thinking about it. I was thinking about the Cavalier. I was thinking, wonder what I'm up to at. Yeah. And then a couple of days later, it was on telly. It was like, what? This is amazing. I was only thinking about it the other day, like, I mean, how come it's on telly, like, I mean? Well, it blew my mind. I was like, wow. And it showed inside as well, and I think nothing's changed. It's like they walked up to there yesterday, because they had like little bottles everywhere, and they have been using it for the storehouse. You can see a few hangers and stuff like that. But nothing's changed. Amazing, crazy. Coincidence, maybe. I don't believe in coincidences, but I don't.